Hello, I'm Dr. Clint Sexton, and today I'm going to talk about leaky gut. So it's come to my attention that a lot of people have heard of leaky gut, but they don't really understand what it means. I asked several of my new patients if they knew what it was, and they said, yeah, I've heard of it, but they didn't really understand where it's occurring in the digestive system, what's happening, and really why it's a problem. Okay, so those are the main points I want to cover today, but I also want to just keep this really simple. I don't want to dive deep into the anatomy or the physiology of it all. I just want you to walk away with a clear, simple conceptual understanding of where it's happening, what's happening, and how that affects your health. Okay, so first let's talk about where it happens. It's happening in your small intestine. So your small intestine lies between your stomach and your large intestine. And what happens in the process of our food digestion is food goes to the stomach, it gets broken down into small particles. These small particles then are permitted to be absorbed in the small intestine. Your small intestine is where you're absorbing all your nutrients. Whatever is not absorbed in the small intestine will go to the large intestine. So I want you to think of your small intestine as like a sieve or a strainer, okay? It should basically act like a fine mesh in a sense, okay? Allowing small particles to go through, but not allowing large particles to get through. So with a leaky gut, what's happening is it's like your strainer has a bunch of holes poked in it, okay? That's gonna allow larger pieces of material to come through, such as undigested food particles, bacteria, yeast, or other toxins, okay? So it's very important that this barrier is intact, all right? So I want you to think of it this way. We're talking about the small intestine, that's where it occurs, and what's happening is your small intestine is not acting like a fine mesh or a fine sieve. It's not being a nice selective barrier, just allowing the good things to pass through. But when it gets leaky, undesirable things are allowed to pass through and gain access to the interior of your body. So why is this a problem? Well, it's a problem because we don't want these other factors, other materials having access to your bloodstream, your immune system, your liver, and the rest of the body. Okay, that's why it's a problem. It'll trigger the immune system and trigger inflammatory issues, put a burden on the liver. It can affect really any other system in the body. Okay, so let's go over this one more time. Leaky gut. What's leaking is your small intestine. That's where it's occurring. Essentially, this selective barrier that should just let the good, small little good things go through now has holes in it. Not really, there aren't actually holes in it, but what's happened is the cells, they kind of break apart from each other, or the cells themselves get damaged, in a sense acting like a sieve or a strainer with holes in it, allowing these particles to pass through, reach the bloodstream, and trigger unwanted events in the body. So hope you found this helpful. There's more information on the blog here. You can also go to the blog page on our website, and there's more articles regarding leaky gut. Thank you.